The chamber doors closed with a deep metallic boom. Red lights flashed across the alien palace hallway. Alarms screamed like wounded beasts. Ethan Carter stood frozen in the center of the chamber, his human heart pounding fast. This was not the room he was supposed to enter. And now, it was too late. "You're in the wrong chamber." A sharp female voice echoed behind him. "That belongs to my sister." Ethan slowly turned. Standing there was Lady Zyra Valen, his alien noble wife. Her silver eyes were wide with shock, her royal armor glowing faintly with energy lines. Behind her, guards raised plasma spears. Inside the chamber, something ancient moved. Something dangerous. And something that had been sealed away for centuries. Ethan swallowed. This mistake could start a war. How it all began. 3 months earlier, Earth had joined the Galactic Concord. Humans were new, weak, and watched carefully. To protect Earth, the Concord demanded a political bond. A marriage. That was how Ethan Carter, a former human soldier, became the husband of Lady Zyra, a noble from the powerful Valen house. The galaxy expected Ethan to be soft. A weak human marry for politics. They were wrong. Ethan had survived war on Earth. He had lost friends. He had learned one rule. Never panic. Think. Adapt. Survive. Still, even he was not ready for alien royal life. And he was definitely not ready for this chamber. The forbidden room. "This room is sealed," Zyra shouted. "My sister's spirit is bound here." Ethan looked around. The chamber walls were covered in glowing symbols. In the center stood a crystal pod, cracked and leaking dark blue light. Inside the pod, a figure stirred. A woman. She looked almost like Zyra, but taller, with darker skin and glowing red markings. "The guards forced me inside," Ethan said calmly. "They said it was the royal trial." Zyra's face went pale. "No, they lied." The crystal shattered. The woman stepped out. The air became heavy. "I am Seraphine Valen," she said, her voice cold. "The first heir. The forgotten one." The guards stepped back in fear. Zyra whispered, "She was sealed for treason." Seraphine smiled. "Treason, or truth?" Her eyes locked onto Ethan. "And you," she said, "are human. The truth about humanity." Seraphine raised her hand. Dark energy formed around Ethan's chest. The guards shouted. Zyra screamed, "Stop!" But Ethan did not fall. The energy faded. Seraphine's eyes widened. "Impossible," she whispered. "Humans are not supposed to resist psychic binding." Ethan exhaled slowly. On Earth, humans had no magic. But they had something else. Mental resistance. Pain tolerance. Willpower. Ethan looked straight at her. "I don't know your rules," he said. "But I don't bow easily." For the first time, Seraphine laughed. "A human with a spine," she said. "Interesting." Zyra stared at Ethan. She had seen him brave before. But this was different. This was something ancient waking up. The galactic secret. Seraphine began to walk around the chamber. "The Concord fears humanity," she said. "Not because you are weak, but because you evolve." She touched a wall symbol. The ancient records show humans surviving extinction events again and again. Zyra shook her head. "That is forbidden knowledge." Seraphine turned. "I was sealed because I wanted to warn the galaxy," she said. "Humans will not stay small." She looked at Ethan. "They adapt faster than any race." Silence filled the room. Then the palace shook. An explosion rocked the upper levels. A guard shouted, "Enemy fleet detected." The Drakari Empire had arrived. The choice. The Drakari were ancient enemies of the Valen house. They had waited for weakness. And now they attacked. Zyra grabbed Ethan's arm. We must flee. Seraphine blocked the exit. No, she said. You must fight. Zyra snapped, you were sealed for madness. Seraphine's eyes burned. I was sealed for truth. She pointed at Ethan. The Drakari fear humans more than us. They know what humans become under pressure. Ethan clenched his fists. He remembered Earth-burning skies. He remembered fighting with broken weapons. He stepped forward. If fighting saves my wife and my world, he said, then I'll fight. Seraphine smiled. Good, she said. Then I will give you what the galaxy denied. She placed her hand on Ethan's chest. Pain exploded through his body. Not magic. Evolutionary awakening. The human awakens. Ethan screamed. But he did not fall. His mind expanded. Battle instinct sharpened. He could feel the energy flows of the chamber. Zyra cried out, stop. You'll kill him. Seraphine shook her head. No. He will survive. Ethan opened his eyes. They glowed faint gold. I can see them, he said quietly. The Drakari ships. Seraphine nodded. Human adaptability, she whispered. Awakened under stress. The guards stared in fear and awe. A human, changing. Battle of the palace. Drakari soldiers breached the palace. Blaster fire filled the halls. Ethan moved. Faster than before. He grabbed a fallen plasma spear and redirected its energy. One strike. One enemy down. Zyra fought beside him, shocked but proud. You're not human anymore, she said breathlessly. Ethan replied, I still am. Just more. They reached the command tower. Drakari leaders stared at Ethan. A human? One hissed. Impossible. Ethan raised the spear. For you, he said, yes. The battle ended in minutes. The Drakari retreated. The palace stood damaged but free. Seraphine watched from the shadows. You proved my point, she said. The galaxy will fear humans now. Zyra turned to her sister. What happens now? Seraphine smiled softly. I leave, she said. But the truth is free. She looked at Ethan one last time. Protect your kind, she said. They will need you. Then she vanished. Later, as Ethan stood beside Zyra on the balcony, ships burned in space. Zyra whispered, the Concord will not like this. Ethan nodded. Let them, he said. Far away, deep in space, alien councils watched recordings. A single phrase echoed across the galaxy. Human adaptability confirmed. And somewhere, new enemies began to prepare. Because humanity was no longer weak. And this was only the beginning.